Tell me a little more about the Jacksonville Shopping Center shows. This was in the summer, right? So.
Well, some
Summer
of them
and fall.
Yeah, some in the fall. We never did anything dead of winter, and but that was about it. The rest of the time, it was pretty busy. A lot of people played up there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it was, and I would say that we instigated that.
Yeah.
You know, started.
Yeah, we did.
As far as I know, we were.
Yeah.
First ones to do it.
And then the Shawns, you know, and we'd do kind of a battle of the bands thing, and then other groups would, that one, Kenny Wallace, well, that your brother-in-law was in. What was
Steve's band name? What was
Oh,
his band's name?
Yeah, Systematic Sound.
Systematic Sound.
I bet we, if we made $100, we felt real good about it. You know, like I say, a lot of these things were, however how many people come through the door, or like in the roller rinks, you know, they'd charge like 50 cents for people to come in to watch us play or dance, whatever. We got, you know, part of that. I don't think we even got all the 50 cents. I think we got half of it or something. I'm not sure, but if we made $100 and split it 4 ways, we thought we was in hog heaven. We really had a lot of fun playing on these after whatever event type things. We're just kids growing up and having a good time.
We were very busy. We did high school dances and skating rinks and NCO clubs and officer clubs, and gosh, we were just everywhere. We had a full-time manager that's all he did was just kept us busy.
Tell me a little bit about your manager.
It was Phil's father, Troy Griggs, great old man. And he loved us all like we were all his sons, and he took us everywhere.
He was always involved in American Legion and VFW, and he was one of the founding members of the VFW post here. So he, you know, he was a disabled veteran, so you know he could go out there, and so he was always looking for something for us to do. You know, any hookup that he could make, he'd do it. So. Well, he was just basically just, you know, to, you know, secure as many jobs as he could and kind of keep us all in line. You know, haul us around, stuff like that.
Phil's dad, I think he recognized that Phil had some talent, and he wanted to promote that as much as he could. He helped us enormously. In fact, he signed for a Fender basement amplifier, so I'd have a good amplifier to play with. And he was usually with us on a lot of these better occasions, you know, the Friday night things, stuff like that he didn't fool with, but when there was a nicer thing we were doing, he always helped us get there and such as that, because, you know, we was kind of keeping up after us.
I was there just to rock and roll.
There you go.
You know, Mr. Griggs says, boys, we got a Saturday afternoon. That means Friday night you got to tear it down and bring it all with you, and we're going to set up and do about an hour Saturday afternoon, and then tear it all down, and we're going back Saturday night. But we worked like that. We worked all the time.
Tell me about Tommy Trent's Fun Barn.
Oh yeah. Christmas Eve, as I recall.
That's right. That's right. Now, we were on the radio that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Christmas Eve show.
Tommy Trent's Fun Barn.
Also booked by my father.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a country show
It definitely
with
a
us
country
on it.
we were not exactly probably the most popular band there that night. They didn't come to hear rock and roll.
That's right. They didn't come to hear
Were there a lot of other bands that you knew, or other rock bands that would play on his show, or was it just kind of
I
two or
don't
three
remember
father?
anybody else playing rock band.
No, I don't know. You know, you remember Donald Pratt was his drummer then.
Oh, wow.
And I remember asking Don about that not too long ago, and he says, "No, man, y'all were the only rock and roll band that ever played on that show."
For good
Tommy
reason.
just wouldn't have it no more. I mean, they were polite to us.
They were.
Man, they were kind of glad when we got through, though. You know, we're banging the walls out.
Probably they thought they got the wrong station.
Exactly.
Phil's dad handled a lot of that, and he may have talked to people that I didn't even know about. You know, he talked to us about, you know, going on the road and playing at different locations and being ready to, or be prepared, I should say, to play in any kind of a dive or any kind of anything, trying to get your name out there a little bit.
And that was the thing about not just my father, but I mean everybody's parents in the group supported us 100%. I mean, Danny's parents were, I mean, they were our biggest cheerleaders. I mean, Mike's parents, I mean, they put up with a whole lot with us rehearsing at their house all the time, living really at their house. I mean, because we were there a lot.
A lot.
Mike Corbin's parents, I mean, supported us 100%. You know, and that's a whole lot, because a lot of the bands that were in Jacksonville at the time, their parents just thought that their kids were just going through a phase, and it'd just be, you know, we'll just kind of placate them here a minute, and they wouldn't come to any of the shows or anything. But I mean, our parents were at shows all the time.
I remember having business meetings with Jake Thomas where all our folks would show up just strictly to make sure that we got the good end of whatever was fixing to happen.
Right.
They were very supportive of us. It just amazed me when, you know, we were 17 years old and we were in the NCO club playing. You know, because Mr. Griggs he took care of business, kept us busy all the time. When we weren't actually playing someplace else, we had our own venue there in Jacksonville. It was a union hall there then. It's now a daycare center or something.
Now you guys leased this building,
Exactly.
right? So you can play there
Anytime.
So that's where you guys practiced in?
And it was my mother's union hall. My mother was a member of the union. She worked for Franklin Electric, is what it ended up being, but it was some Redmond Motor Company. That's what Redmond Road is named after, Redmond Motor Company.
Oh, okay.
And she was a member of that union, and so we could lease that building for dances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we charged an admission, and we kept all the money.
We raised money for the March of Dimes or our personal tragedies. Family lost their home, we'd throw a street dance and make money for them, you know.
For a rock and roll band, I mean, we did a lot of stuff, you know, for the community, but it's all our ulterior motive stuff.
The police had asked us to do some kind of a benefit a couple of times that we did. You know, we didn't care. We didn't get paid a lot of money when we played anyway, so it was just an excuse to get in front of people and get our name out there was always, you know, a good thing. We played, I know we played at I think it was a Wendy's or something one time, just because they asked us to come out as a promotional, you know, and this benefit thing for the police, like I was saying. And it was just a chance to play.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville High School. Yeah, they supported us big time. And there was pretty much anything we wanted to do on the north side of the river, we could pack it out. We knew a lot of people there from, you know, the high school crowds.